Okay, so I'm I'm gonna start by saying I'm not the biggest DC fan, and by that I mean as in I'm more of a post New 52 fan. I'm not one of those who was a fan of it before the New 52. So so right now I want to talk about my opinion on the Trinity Wars so far because we're already 3 issues in. An issue from Justice League of America, and Justice League Dark. And I have to say, as the first event going into the New 52, I was very excited for this, and so far it really hasn't disappointed me. I mean, the line is drawn in the sand. You have Pandora, you have the Seven Sins, you have the Question, you have Pandora, you have the Phantom Stranger. Everyone has their part in this. You have Superman who's being affected by the box because Pandora thinks that he was the key to solving this, and obviously things didn't go her way. And now you have Wonder Woman who's basically has created this line, this divide in all 3 Justice Leagues, because what she wants to do to save Superman is not what the others want to do, because everyone just has their way of going about handling this situation. And that was really what I expected to come out of this. The one thing I feared is that when they had shown that poster of them fighting, you just think that the real focus was something leading up to that fight, but then you see that fight was only the start of everything. But even though you know that there's still more to come later, but even then, that moment alone really set the tone for it, which is what still has me pumped at the moment. Like you have some people who are saying, oh, they want a little bit more from it. They want to actually see a war. It's like, and I think to myself at the moment, like, that's not what I want to see from this story. I don't think that's what a lot of people would want to see from this being their first crossover event. You want a little substance along with the style, and just the Trinity splitting everyone up into their own leagues was a pretty big deal. Um, sure, you could argue that it probably hasn't lived up to the title, but it's still clear that these people are heroes and that they're all fighting towards a common goal but just taking their own paths to achieve it. Pandora's box is meant to be that mystery, and it's the whole purpose right now because no one knows what to expect from it, and that's just creating this fear that's driving everyone's motivations. Even Constantine, who you expected to just take advantage of this and use this power for himself, but then all of a sudden you see, no, he's just like everyone else. He has his own way of handling the situation, even though it didn't go his own way. In fact, he almost killed himself over it, which was pretty shocking. Um, and right now you know that this is just a train wreck of an event, because and when I say train wreck, it's because you know things are only going to get worse, because you know it's only a matter of time before something drives them into a real conflict, and you know that that's when the real fighting is going to begin, because right now you're having everyone is even as everyone has picked their sides, you're still looking at the repercussions of that and seeing how everyone handles adapting to the new roles that they're taking. And it's like, no, and at the same time, no hero is the bad guy. Just like with the Civil War, you they it was easy to choose any side and you wouldn't be wrong, because the way they handle it, you could agree with it, you could disagree, but that's not how someone else will look at it, and the things that still no one will be wrong. That's just the type of situation they created, the type of atmosphere they created, and that's what I also come to enjoy from this so far. So I have to say this was very successful, especially with the Justice League Dark issue. I mean, personally, my favorite part was just everyone basically flipping off Waller, because I really don't like her. She can come off as quite a bitch, and now and as she thinks that she can just take control of the whole situation, everyone is kind of just giving her. Everyone's just kind of shoving her off into the side and saying, "Yeah, this is who we support. That's who we support. We trust this person. We're doing this. We're doing this. If you don't like it, deal with it." That was very awesome. So I'd say that it's been very successful so far. I hope it continues to keep this pace. I hope that people will stick with it. I hope that people won't expect too much from this. And that's really all I have to say on it. I mean, it should be the beginning of something great for the DC universe.